What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan, and a very happy Saturday to all of you. It is Saturday, March 11th, and I hope you all are doing well wherever you're at in the world at the time you find this reaction. So in today's video, I'll be reacting to the 7th episode of NieR Automata version 1.1a, and the title of today's episode is Questionable Actions. So in the last episode, we did get to see, I wouldn't so much say just the origin story, but we did get to see the backstory of Lily, the leader of the current resistance group here on the ground, while 2B, 9S, and Lily were setting up a basically a pretty much an early warning detection system for when aggressive machines were inbound to their location. And what we learned was basically that Lily had always been betrayed by the bunker, by the base above, from the very get, when they had been trying to get help the entire time, that most of their calls had been ignored. And so throughout the journey with the androids, but with the Yorha that showed up due to their botched landing, it took her a while to get adjusted to them and if they were actually on their side or not, while they were dealing with trying to take out the machine server, which was the purpose of that current mission. Now, we did get to see throughout the episode that unfortunately Lily herself actually was infected by pretty much a virus. I think they said it's a machine logic virus. And yeah, and the rule is if someone gets affected by the machine logic virus, there is no way to deal with it. But albeit the other Yorha did actually have a cure, a vaccine to be able to deal with it. That's also when I had my biggest suspicions that at bare minimum she was not human. But by the end of the episode, I really came to question if there were any actual humans down there in that resistance group at all, especially being how long Lily's been going since, and that she hasn't her looks haven't changed today. So, you know, we had a really nice episode, a really sober episode. Unfortunately, you know, we learned that in that big fight that showed up right when they were trying to take the server down, when the machine army attacked, that at least at the time prior to the final scene of the episode, it was believed that Lily was the sole survivor and everyone else in her team, including her squad lead, was completely wiped out. But we did learn at the end by seeing that number 2, Unit 2, was actually still alive, fighting alone. And it is my belief, as someone who, if again from this point on did not get to this point in the game, it is my belief that that is none other than A2. Unit A Type 2. I always forget how they do the acronyms for the different Yorha, but it is very clear that it is A2, and I have been waiting for her to appear. So, my overall opinion of the 6th episode was, it was a sobering reality check to the dire situation that they're in, but it was also a sobering reality check to the fact that I don't think I'm wrong. I think that again, with my limited knowledge of everything that happens from this point to the end of the game, that now I thought we were dealing with at least a bare amount of humans that might have still managed to make it over time. But because it's been thousands of years, how long this conflict has been going on the ground, I think that the last episode has made it very clear. At bare minimum, there is probably not a single human that's actually still alive that is part of this resistance group on the Earth, which also means that there's probably things being hidden even from the bunker above about the true situation going on the ground, and further leading to why the Human Council is refusing to actually send help to the ground. I've had my suspicions all the way from the Goliath episode, from the very first chapter of the game with the Goliath machine and everything that transpired after Ninus had his memories wiped. And we had to restart all that again after that fight happened, and they used their cubes. But at this stage, it's pretty clear, as clear as day, that if there are humans, they must be in like cryogenic sleep or something, because there's just no way that there is an actual human body that is surviving down here in this environment at this point. And if that does prove to be true, that definitely changes everything about the landscape of what's happening on the ground, and the fact that we are actually dealing with all androids and Yorha and no humans that are actually fighting for something that they keep saying glory to mankind for. So, very interesting episode, a pretty impactful episode, and I definitely look forward to seeing more this episode where we go after this flashback has concluded. And of course, I'm sure we're going to be flashing back to more of the growth of Adam and Eve. So that's what I got for you. I'm pretty excited to see where we go now that we enter the second half of this season. And in just a moment, a split second for you, I'll go ahead and get the episode pulled up and we'll get this reaction started. All right, y'all, I am back and I have the episode pulled up and I'm ready to get this started. Again, the title of this 7th episode is Questionable Actions. Let's go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1. Oh wow, we have full clothes on now. Look at this. It's a nice way of saying anyone can be human, basically. The evolution between them since being born is astounding. Mm-hmm. Man, I gotta say, now that I don't think there's any humans left up here, it just really leads me to wonder just what are we even fighting for at this point? Man, I just want the council to be honestly, about what the hell's actually going on. I get a feeling 9S is about to uncover all of this, and will probably be the first to freak out and lose his mind. Mm. Such a good song. Such is life. Hey, you're trying to understand animals. Yeah, but man, like I said, now that I'm questioning if there's any humans left, I have no idea what you're actually even protecting. If my theory is true. Yeah, exactly. They're not asking y'all to do much of anything. Yeah, protecting whatever the reality is. I'm with you. I agree wholeheartedly. My regular report is what the hell's going on. End of report. right here. I love this operator. Damn, she just brushed it completely off. Completely ignored it. Oh boy. I mean, probably not from them, but something's clearly wrong. Hmm. Oh, so she probably went off to find replacements. Yeah. So we're heading to the kingdom now. Oh hell, what are we gonna find there? What if that's the playground that Adam was talking about? Oh goodness. Listen, that's just the way this village has been set up. Remember, because they've been teaching themselves. They have their own basically human. Oh, nice. Just go. Oh my goodness. Yo. Yo, if they could do puppy dog eyes, it's exactly what's transpiring right now. Oh my. They are. Look at the eyes. They even zoom in. I mean, you might as well. You haven't gotten any other missions from the bunker, and they're not telling y'all shit, so might as well go and do this. Wow, I'm able to remodel his own self. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, but you do have to have a bit of intelligence to make sure the right parts go with each other. Oh my goodness. Pascal's a legend. Yeah, you're pretty much the closest to human as it comes. Yeah, because of the basis of your bodies, unlike your high units. It dies. Like, good gracious, always like Nines does not give a damn about anything other than the mission. Not about their well-being, not about anything that they care for, nothing. And Tubi has to keep things regulated. Alright, so now we're in the Forest Kingdom. Yeah, I definitely didn't make it to this point in the game. He's got to be like, but y'all don't have hearts. I already know what Nana's about to say. See? Like, oh. I mean, which means some other entity is here to affect it. I really feel like Adam is here. Listen, Pascal has given you no reason up to this point to not trust, yeah. But that is at no point is trust anyone in this village anyway, so. Oh, damn. Alright, so something that's able to destroy the machines in one slice and in a way that it's not completely overly destructive. So you gotta have a little bit of intelligence and a bit of tact. Damn. So it's an android. Is it another Yorha? It must be. Okay, so that should rule it out. But we do still know now that we have one other unit, as we learned from the flashback, that's been fighting her battles on her own. So it could be her, not Adam at all. This could very well be A2. 256 years ago. Oh, wow. Again, it was teaching the concept of kingdoms and families back then. Yeah. So they literally. Okay, and this was just 4 hours ago. So this just. Who was it? What the hell? It's doubtful that he's leading you into a trap. However, it is very suspected that what we're probably looking for answers wise will be found going deeper. I mean, to be a honest, y'all. Because Haskell's been trying to tell you that he is on your side. That's all he's been saying. Okay, so she hit herself. Oh, this references them as big brother and big sister. Oh. Yeah, no, this is like, oh, but she's already softened up a little bit. See? Wow, and then they. This is so wild. Getting married in literally a day. Like, I get it though. This is so baffling. Save the little king. We're stumbling upon something so deep, though. I feel we're just too deep in now. Is this another new one? That's the only thing I. Yeah, it is her. It is. It is. Yep, it was A2. Yep, there she is. Damn. She's been fighting this battle for so long. There is the Yorha unit. The one that we've seen. She is the wanted unit special A2. Yes. Because we've been lied to. Exactly! And that feeds into the bullshit I was saying last episode. They all getting bullshitted. I think the commander's getting bullshitted by the council too. And she probably learned that after that catastrophe that happened with the resistance. Someone got to tell the truth here. And she got the answers. See, it's always in the struggles that people want you to believe in that you find greatest deceit. I tell you. Man. Because this is going to change everything for them. But particularly for 9S, because 2B has always kind of had her thoughts here and there. But with 9S, he truly is indoctrinated into the mission that he's supposed to be on. But he's also very hungry for certain answers too, even when he wants to ignore them. And I think that he's not going to handle this well if we find out pretty much what I just said, that we've been betrayed by the council. And I guarantee you that the betrayal is that there are no humans. We're not even protecting humans. I can tell we're not protecting humans. This is wild. And that clearly that lie is pretty wrong, because I really do think that the last time there's been a true bona fide flesh and blood human was probably thousands of years ago when Emil was made. Oh boy, it is time. In Pascal's classroom. Oh my goodness. Damn, Pascal's been axed. That's the end. The machine fell in chaos. Oh my goodness. And of course that would have been triggered by A2. It would have just been so fitting. Okay, so a couple of thoughts here. I'm going to start backwards here. So with A2's introduction, formal introduction to 2B and 9S and her subsequent comment about the fact that the command center is the traitor, more or less pretty much confirms what I said last episode and this episode, that I do believe we are dealing with we're dealing with a society unlike anything that we thought before. You know, when I first arrived here, I did believe that they were mostly humans. I did suspect that there was going to be android assistants that were part of the Resistance, but I did believe that primarily it was still humans. But when you think more and more about it, and about everything that we've learned throughout this show, and about the commentary from the commander, the response that they gave to the commander when she tried to give him reinforcements, watching Lily's flashback, seeing that she herself was an android, which then led me to suspect that everyone in her group was an android, since they had a vaccine prepped as if all of them could be affected by this machine logic virus, all the way up to the commentary and things that we learned as they went to visit the Forest Kingdom, and all the way up to that moment when she unveiled that the command center is the actual traitor, which of course we can assure that she learned after the catastrophe that played out when she lost all the other Yorha units and when the Resistance was completely wiped out at that time. A2 definitely has the key. She has the answers, and I'm both excited and very anxious to learn what it is that she's learned, since she's been fighting the machine life form by herself for so long up to this point. Going a little backwards now, I do think that everything with the introduction of the Forest Kingdom and getting to learn more about the fact that the machine life forms have found a way to really take what they've learned from books and stories to life. I mean, again, you can't help but feel that they do feel some level of emotion or feeling, even if it's just their brain circuit, their logic that is telling them how they should behave and how they should respond to certain things. This was one of the big beauties of the original game. Even though I didn't completely finish it, what I had finished up to that point was seeing the personality traits of these machine life forms just being so near and dear. It's just so real, like what you would feel if we suffered a tragedy, if we experienced success, if we got married, if we lost a sibling, and the only thing that of course separates that, and we clearly know that that's not the case, that they're not human, is the fact that they obviously look robotic and sound very robotic. So, but we did get to unfold a little more into how they have developed over time. We did get to see more into the backstory of the Forest Kingdom, the founding of the Forest Kingdom 248 years ago, up to the point in the story, the birth of the Little King, and everything that led up to this point of the Little King getting completely assassinated by A2. So just very intriguing things, and we are definitely starting to see a change with 9S, as he also is starting to learn more and more that everything that he thought existed on the surface is not as it originally appeared. And I believe that it's going to be a big shock for him when we interact with A2 and we find out the information that I really think we're probably going to find out as we continue through the duration of this anime. So all in all, I'm very intrigued by this episode. This has definitely broke things wide open. Even though I knew the least about A2, because I didn't get to that point of the game, but obviously I knew about her and through all the different YouTube snippets I've seen leading up to the end of the game. So I can tell you right now, I already love her. She's definitely, I think that honestly, I kind of loved her a little more than I liked 2B, even though 2B was the one that I had technically more of an attachment to. So, but I do look forward to hearing the truths that she's learned throughout her journey and struggle since the wipeout of the Resistance group then. And from this point, I feel like we're really about to stumble on some real serious issues that could forever change how 2B and 9S views the command center, and basically how this entire Resistance is viewed as a whole. So that's what I got for you, though. A couple little things here and there that I am going to have to rewatch again just to make sure I didn't miss any critical points. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the episode this week and did enjoy the reaction. So if you did like the reaction, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you're going to be one of the first to be notified when a new reaction becomes available, hit the bell icon. So I will see all of you wonderful people next week for episode 8 of NieR Automata version 1.1a. And until that time, catch you later.